Calloway, we bring to the mic now. Historian and Calloway.
Yes, and you know, way back when the Spanish were really controlling Florida, especially around North Florida, brothers and sisters out of South Carolina said no to slavery and left. That was before Georgia was a state.
Right.
So they came on down and connected with the Creek, which became the Seminoles, as the sisters so aptly indicated, all of the dynamics of how that grew. And then brothers and sisters, some brothers and sisters left through Lake Caloosahatchee and went on around to Andros in the Bahamas, and that's how the lead went into the Bahamas. But let me deal with the dynamic that started this whole thing. And as you know, that is the transatlantic African slave trade. Now, something that we've not thought about, that the African languages, whether there is a word for freedom, which means there has to be a subsequent opposite word for non-freedom, which of course would be slavery. We didn't know anything about slavery, so we didn't know nothing about freedom. What we know is liberation and the lack thereof. So we need to change our perspective, it seems to me, and deal with that which really counts. And what really counts is liberation. You see, freedom is something someone has to give you, so it's conditional. Y'all listen to what I'm saying? Okay.
Everyone who have them cell phones on need to turn them off, and you can listen even closer, because I can hear your phones. So listen even closer. So go ahead and repeat that, because I think a couple people missed it.
Freedom is conditional. It's something someone has to give you. So when someone gives you something, it comes with conditions.
Right.
Liberation is unconditional. It is your inalienable right. It is not something someone gives you. It is something that you take.
That's right.
Because it's your inalienable right. That's all there is to it. Get it straight. Don't be confused. Don't have no illusion about the American or the European political or economic system. We have to learn to understand it. If you're going to be here, then understand and try to learn something about capitalism so you can capitalize on the capitalist.
Get
your mind together, people. Your mind belongs to your people.
That's it. That's it. Thank you, sir. Now you talk about live our peace. Live our peace. Live our peace. All right. So you see, this shining no play. When we say the word international, this is an international event, internationally recognized, internationally respected. The journey of our ancestors has been international. We are going to give you an opportunity if you have questions, so we can take some questions before we bring to the stage one of the children we have educated that is carrying on the tradition. Brother Quentin Hayward is going to come to the stage and do a dramatic presentation, a mind presentation for our children. I said, great God, we got one Gullah Geechee mind. We don't stop practicing. We're not stop. People would love it if all of us up here stopped talking. But ain't no such a thing, ain't got God met me with crack. We did. And so it is so powerful when I got this letter, again, divine order. This journal, and the journals, we still have a few copies left, and people can purchase the journals. This journal, I lay out myself every year. I do all the graphic work for it every year, because I know where the Spirit leads me to say how it should look and what should be in it. As I've already made it into a PDF file and forwarded to the printer has never before not been able to receive a file from me. They said, Queen Quet, there's a big problem. We got to page 9. That struck a blow with me. 9, number of completion. We got to page 9 and it stopped printing. Please, you resend the file. I resend the file. They say, ain't nothing. Can you bring it in on the disc? I said, okay, I'm not bringing it on the disc, but I'm going to bring hard copy. Right after I sent, they said, no, it ain't coming to do it, but bring it on the disc, and we'll go again at it tomorrow. I said, okay, and I looked at the next email that came in the box. Right as I pressed send to them, the email came in with that letter in it. Wow. So I said, that ain't been that they broke up machine, that be God. God get that 9 because they say y'all ain't completed yet. Because this have to go in the journal. And so we made sure it is in here, the letter from Congressman Al C. Hastings I mentioned, it is in here, my own letter, Brother Kwame Shah's letter, and other information on the Gullah Geechee Nation, everything is in this journal. Trust me, if you have not yet begun your own library, you have not yet begun your own archive, today is the day you begin. Because these are the things you leave to your children. The heirs of other people's children have books that are worth $100,000 because it was their ancestors' diary, or it was their ancestors' first Bible or book they used that they loved to read every night and those kinds of things. So definitely it's important.
I
was going to say, but life. Okay, we're going to talk later after the panel.
Yes.
All right, after the panel.
Okay, cousin.
Yeah, I know that's right.
Key thing that my wife and I were discussing, the Seminole Nation here, Seminole Hard Rock.
Cafe. Go ahead. And I mean, casino and cafe.
Seminole this, Seminole that.
Yes.
They're making mounds and mounds of money.
Yes.
And believe me, they understand what our contribution has been to that nation. Now we need contributions in order to get some of the things we need to get done. Why isn't that connection being made?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question. And the only response I can say to you is that we received a letter back in March, February, March of this year from Chairman Cypress in regard to the fact that he has come to the Gullah Geechee Nation before, he has met with people before, he enjoyed the time together. This was before he was Chairman Cypress. And that they want to continue the connection and invite them again. They were invited here today. We went to Hollywood yesterday. They were not there. And then I got a text this morning saying that now after we've already been there and we went to this property that you're referring to, and this guy said to me, I asked him, what's your connection? And he said, I'm just a white boy. But he was running the shop, let's say, that is supposed to be the village inside of this Seminole casino. But today I get a text saying that Chairman Cypress' spirit is uplifted that you all are here. And it's pleased. Well, my spirit would have been more uplifted for him to be standing in front of my face today and here.
That's right.
So I'm saying to you that the connection was made, but there's nothing more we could do. We're not chasing him down. If he wants to come forward and the rest of our Seminole family wants to come forward, they knew everything about the time frame of where we would be.
Well, they know the history.
They do.
And we flood
and they acknowledge it.
And we flood their casino, so one thing we might want to consider is not to flood until we're recognized. Second part, let's not forget our Haitian brothers.
No, we haven't.
Let's not forget our Haitian brothers.
Yeah,
I have that connection. We know what the connection is between the Geechee Nation and Haiti.
Absolutely.
And we have to continue to have compassion for what's going on because it's directly related to us. Exactly. And the suffering that they're going through now in Haiti is directly connected to us.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you for that,